Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? So, although it is, I think, day 8 of the Trump trial, I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. I haven't seen anything about the trial, I haven't heard any news today or anything, but what is in the news is a lot of headlines of pro-Palestinian demonstrators on college campuses getting arrested. So, I wanted to talk about uh, that situation. So Israel and Palestine. Now, I'm going to let you know how I feel as I talk about it, but for some of you guys that you probably already know because most of the people that follow me, they're of a certain age. So you probably kind of know the situation and what's going on. I don't know how you feel about it. Um, I do have some guidance that is going to come through later on. But first, I kind of want to put it in a nutshell, okay? So the situation needs to be handled uh, very gently because everybody is very reactive. You know, if you're feeling bad for what's happening to the Palestinians, you're anti-Semitic, which is not true, okay? So let's do a little history here. So I had a little history class today and I'm going to pass it on to y'all. And this is just like I said, it's just putting it in a little eggshell. It's just very simple, putting it in a very simple terms. The way that I see it, the way that I understand it. So the lands known as Israel have been controlled and conquered many times over and over and over. This is such a bloody land. Y'all know that. So it's been conquered by Egypt. It had Israeli kingdoms at one time. Um, the Assyrians conquered it also. Babylonians, Alexander the Great. The Persians first. First, the Persians conquered uh, those lands, and then Alexander the Great came and conquered the Persians. So it gradually came under the protection, and this is very loose, y'all. I know there's a lot more to it than this. It's very loose, but it gradually came under the protection of Rome. And the Jewish people, they didn't like this, and they revolted. And so Jerusalem got destroyed because they wanted this to be a Christian nation. So they wanted to, you know, try to crush uh, the Jewish people. So they've been fighting forever. They really have. So also um, the Palestine Muslims, they didn't like that either. They didn't like the Christians coming there. So the Muslims then gained control, and along came the Ottomans, and the Ottomans are mostly Muslims also, so they gained control, and they had these lands for many, 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 many years. So this was for a long period of time Muslim land. Now, of course, there were still Christians and Jews there that were being persecuted at that time. Then during World War I and around 1920, the British issued the Balfour Declaration. They took control of Palestine from the Ottomans, and they established a home for Jewish people. And that was the start of the Zionist immigration. So that's people that weren't born there that could call Israel home, you know? And of course, as people migrated there, the Palestinians tried to prevent them from being overtaken. And of course, civil war broke out, right? So the United Nations recommended to split the country and have, one side Palestine and one side Israel. But the Palestinians didn't agree to that. They didn't want that. They're like, this is our state. This is our country. We were born here. This is ours. And the Jewish people, they were like, okay, we could do that. We could be, a two-state country. Sure, let's do that. But Palestinians said, no go, no go. So it's the same as the United Nations to me. This is my opinion, y'all. The United Nations saying to Mexico, okay, you can have half of Texas. That'll be good. Okay, go take over half of Texas. Y'all know civil war would break out. These Texans here, they all have guns and everything. There would be a huge war. That would not go. That would not work. And it didn't work over there either. And as we know, Israel took more and more and more lands from the Palestinians who hadn't agreed to this in the first place and didn't want them there. So in 1948, a war took place and it drove out like 80% of the Palestinian people. And then close to 1 million Jews immigrated to Israel. So then, it was kind of out of balance. There were a lot more Jewish people than Palestinian people. And Palestine was then reduced to the West Bank and to the Gaza Strip. And then Israel started to have settlements in these areas as well, because Israel was just growing. More and more people were coming to Israel, and they were just infringing more and more on the Palestinian people. Now, like I said, I'm saying this in a really simple way. I know there's been so many bombings and horrible things that have happened between the two um, factions, during this whole period. And I'm not negating that. I understand that. There's been a lot of horrible things that have gone on between, both sides. But these lands have just seen so much bloodshed, so much suffering. And we're taught here in the United States that what a blessing it is to be born in the United States of America, that we are so blessed and we're so loyal to our country and proud to be Americans. We really are. And can you imagine a flood of immigrants taking over the U.S.? Imagine if China came and conquered some of our states. Imagine that. Don't you know that the people here would revolt? That all this, everybody here would be against that, right? So, understand how the Palestinian people are feeling if you just put yourself in their position. Although what Hamas did, attacking innocent people, murder, rape, kidnapping innocent people, is indefensible. It really is. Also, Israel's response to try and just wipe out all the Palestinian people, starving them out, not giving them the health care they need, not letting food trucks in, the things that they're doing is also indefensible. So two wrongs don't make a right. Now, of course, this has been going on and on and on, and it's, Netanyahu, I think, should be indicted for war crimes, really. So now we're hearing that, pro-Palestinian students are demonstrating, right? They're getting arrested. And that doesn't mean they're Arab. It doesn't mean they're Muslim. That means there are a lot of people that are Christians that are standing up for the Palestinian people. Don't think that it's just all Arab people over there or Muslim people. It's all different people that are coming to stand up and say, hey, that's enough. These people have suffered enough. Their children are being murdered, killed. It's enough. It's too much. It should never even happen this way. These people have suffered for what Hamas did, and I understand that that's their government, that's who they chose to represent them. We understand that. But should we be attacked because our government does something? Should you be bombed? Should your home be bombed? Should, your children die for when they're not even in the military or anything. You know, you understand what I'm saying. So this is causing havoc, though. The way that they're demonstrating is causing havoc on campuses. It's, they're blocking streets, they're blocking the campuses and everything. They're scaring Jewish students so much so that they're instructed not to even go to their classes. Don't go to school, register online, get online, take your class online, because they're feeling not safe. Here in the United States, not safe. That's terrible. We don't want to be like what's happening over there. We don't want our country to be like that. We don't want the people to be like that. Um, and, I'm sure that you are like me, that you also feel strongly that Israel has gone too far, and you desperately want the Palestinians to receive help, to get water, food, medical care. But let's not be like Netanyahu. Let's not be like him, okay? Let's set the example. You want this war to end? You want peace? Be the bringer of peace. Be the example. It starts with you. It starts with you embracing your Jewish counterparts. No matter if you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, doesn't matter who you are. They are exactly like you. They are no different from you. So let's show the world how all people can love, honor, and respect one another. You are the light of the world. You can ignite this movement with compassion for your brothers and your sisters. Let's teach love and forgiveness to the world. So embrace your classmates, your colleagues, your coworkers. You have more things in common than not. Don't let the past separate the future. Choose love, because that is the only thing that's real. And love bonds us all together. We all feel love. We all feel pain. Don't choose pain and chaos. Choose love. Lock your arms with your brothers and sisters. Stand up tall and strong before the world, united in love, and stop this war of hatred. And that's the message that I have. That's what I got from Spirit. So it came down to, that's the part that I needed to tell you guys, the message from Spirit. So hopefully this resonates with the right people. And I hope they see this. So share and, like this video so that it will get to more people, that they can see this and be reminded that they really need to set the example. Because what can you do? You look over there and you see people that are at war. There's nothing you can do, right? You can't go over there. You can't help them. You can't fight for them. You can't do anything. You just pray for them. And that's it. You're like, all I can do is pray. I could go demonstrate. Well, what you can do is with your circle, because that's how it all starts out. It all starts out with you, each of you, with your circle. And your circle, demonstrate love, compassion, forgiveness. And when you do that, all those circles ripple out, ripple out, ripple out, and it will affect the war. So be loving, kind. Yes, we want our brothers and sisters to get help in Palestine. Yes, we want them to receive care and help. Yes, we want bombings to stop. Yes, we want all that. The way that we can achieve that is through our own circle of friends and the people that are around us. When we demonstrate love, it will ripple out. So give it a try. It'll work. Okay? All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I see my little kitty out there stalking a butterfly. It's kind of warm here. It's 82, 83 degrees, I say. It's getting pretty warm. But I haven't turned on the air conditioner yet, but it may happen very soon. All right, guys. Love you so much. Y'all take care. If you'd like to get a reading with me, look down below. If you need a healing session, I did a kind of an emergency healing session last night. So if you have something going on and you need help right away, you can just send me an email. Now, I might not answer it right away because I don't see it, but as soon as I see it, I will answer you. I promise you. As soon as I read the email, I will answer you. I will send healing to you right away, and I will pray for you right away. If that's what you need, that's what I will do. Because, I want you to live a happy, comfortable life. So I'll do anything I can to help you. So let me know if you need some help, okay? All right, guys, do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.